fragile,
壊れやすい。
fragile. Be careful, this glass is really fragile. Be careful, this glass is really fragile. Bold,
大胆な。
bold. That was a bold move to quit his job. That was a bold move to quit his job. Ashamed,
恥ずかしい。
ashamed. I felt so ashamed of my mistake. I felt so ashamed of my mistake. Courageous,
勇気のある。
courageous. He was courageous enough to speak up in the meeting. He was courageous enough to speak up in the meeting. Automatic,
自動的な。
automatic. The lights turn on automatically when it gets dark. The lights turn on automatically when it gets dark. Alert,
注意深い。
alert. Stay alert while crossing the busy street. Stay alert while crossing the busy street. Envious,
羨ましい。
envious. I'm a bit envious of her new apartment. I'm a bit envious of her new apartment. Sweet,
甘い。
sweet. This cake is so sweet and delicious. This cake is so sweet and delicious. Confident,
自信がある。
confident. He's confident about his presentation tomorrow. He's confident about his presentation tomorrow. Mysterious,
不思議な。
mysterious. There's something mysterious about that old house. There's something mysterious about that old house. Energetic,
元気な。
energetic. The kids were so energetic at the park today. The kids were so energetic at the park today. Simple,
シンプルな。
simple. The instructions were simple and easy to follow. The instructions were simple and easy to follow. Depressed,
落ち込んでいる。
depressed. He's been feeling depressed lately. He's been feeling depressed lately. Defiant,
反抗的な。
defiant. She gave a defiant reply to her teacher. She gave a defiant reply to her teacher. Attractive,
魅力的な。
attractive. That new cafe has such an attractive vibe. That new cafe has such an attractive vibe. Agreeable,
感じのいい。
agreeable. He's such an agreeable person to work with. He's such an agreeable person to work with. Tolerant,
寛容な。
tolerant. You need to be tolerant of different opinions. You need to be tolerant of different opinions. Sane,
正気の。
sane. I don't think anyone sane would do that. I don't think anyone sane would do that. Outstanding,
素晴らしい。
outstanding. Her performance was absolutely outstanding. Her performance was absolutely outstanding. Common,
一般的な、
Common. It's common to see cherry blossoms in spring here. It's common to see cherry blossoms in spring here. Fickle.
気まぐれな、
Fickle. He's so fickle when it comes to making decisions. He's so fickle when it comes to making decisions. Additional.
追加の、
Additional. Is there any additional information we need? Is there any additional information we need? Easygoing.
気楽な、
Easygoing. She has such an easygoing personality. She has such an easygoing personality. Positive.
前向きな、
Positive. Try to stay positive even when things get tough. Try to stay positive even when things get tough. Polite.
丁寧な、
Polite. He's always polite to everyone he meets. He's always polite to everyone he meets. Average.
平均的な、
Average. The test score was just average this time. The test score was just average this time. Lively.
活発な、
Lively. The festival had such a lively atmosphere. The festival had such a lively atmosphere. Mature.
成熟した、
Mature. She has a mature approach to handling conflicts. She has a mature approach to handling conflicts. Amusing.
面白い、
Amusing. His jokes are always so amusing. His jokes are always so amusing. Sacred.
神聖な、
Sacred. This place is considered sacred by the locals. This place is considered sacred by the locals. Exciting.
ワクワクする、
Exciting. The game was so exciting until the last minute. The game was so exciting until the last minute. Politic.
賢明な、
Politic. It was a politic decision to stay quiet. It was a politic decision to stay quiet. Disastrous.
悲惨な、
Disastrous. The storm had disastrous effects on the village. The storm had disastrous effects on the village. Rapid.
急速な、
Rapid. The company saw rapid growth this year. The company saw rapid growth this year. Advanced.
先進的な、
Advanced. This device uses advanced technology. This device uses advanced technology. Plausible.
もっともらしい、
Plausible. Her explanation sounded plausible to me. Her explanation sounded plausible to me. Honest.
正直な、
Honest. It's important to be honest with yourself. It's important to be honest with yourself. Rusty.
錆びた、
Rusty. My bike chain is getting rusty. My bike chain is getting rusty. Carefree.
のんきな、
Carefree. He has such a carefree attitude. He has such a carefree attitude. Ambivalent.
複雑な気持ちの。
Ambivalent. I feel ambivalent about moving to a new city. I feel ambivalent about moving to a new city. Judicious.
賢明な。
Judicious. She made a judicious choice in the end. She made a judicious choice in the end. Smart.
賢い。
Smart. That was a smart solution to the problem. That was a smart solution to the problem. Dynamic.
ダイナミックな。
Dynamic. The performance was dynamic and full of energy. The performance was dynamic and full of energy. Unlikely.
ありそうもない。
Unlikely. It's unlikely that it will rain today. It's unlikely that it will rain today. Pleasant.
快適な。
Pleasant. The weather today is so pleasant. The weather today is so pleasant. Loose.
ゆるい。
Loose. The screw is a bit loose. The screw is a bit loose. Thrifty.
倹約的な。
Thrifty. She's very thrifty when it comes to shopping. She's very thrifty when it comes to shopping. Fun-loving.
楽しいことが好きな。
Fun-loving. He's such a fun-loving guy. He's such a fun-loving guy. Longing.
切望している。
Longing. I'm longing for a vacation. I'm longing for a vacation. Brilliant.
素晴らしい。
Brilliant. The idea you suggested was brilliant. The idea you suggested was brilliant. Irresponsible.
無責任な。
Irresponsible. It was irresponsible of him to leave without notice. It was irresponsible of him to leave without notice. Breezy.
爽やかな。
Breezy. The park had a nice breezy atmosphere. The park had a nice breezy atmosphere. Annoyed.
イライラした。
Annoyed. I was annoyed by the constant noise. I was annoyed by the constant noise. Harmonious.
調和の取れた。
Harmonious. The colors in the painting are so harmonious. The colors in the painting are so harmonious. Natural.
自然な。
Natural. She has a natural talent for singing. She has a natural talent for singing. Chilly.
肌寒い。
Chilly. It's a bit chilly outside today. It's a bit chilly outside today. Practical.
実用的な。
Practical. This bag is both stylish and practical. This bag is both stylish and practical. Insecure.
不安定な。
Insecure. He feels insecure about his new job. He feels insecure about his new job. naive,
世間知らずの、
naive. She's a bit naive when it comes to business. She's a bit naive when it comes to business. Overjoyed,
大喜びの、
overjoyed. I was overjoyed when I heard the good news. I was overjoyed when I heard the good news. Abnormal,
異常な、
abnormal. The results showed some abnormal patterns. The results showed some abnormal patterns. Witty,
基地に富んだ、
witty. He's always so witty during conversations. He's always so witty during conversations. Spontaneous,
自発的な、
spontaneous. Her laugh was so spontaneous and genuine. Her laugh was so spontaneous and genuine. Excellent,
優れた、
excellent. You did an excellent job on this project. You did an excellent job on this project. Methodical,
几帳面な、
methodical. He takes a methodical approach to his work. He takes a methodical approach to his work. Cynical,
皮肉な、
cynical. She's always so cynical about new ideas. She's always so cynical about new ideas. Safe,
安全な、
safe. This area is very safe to walk around at night. This area is very safe to walk around at night. Adequate,
十分な、
adequate. We have adequate resources for the project. We have adequate resources for the project. Nice,
素敵な、
nice. That's a nice outfit you're wearing today. That's a nice outfit you're wearing today. Familiar,
馴染みのある、
familiar. This song sounds so familiar. This song sounds so familiar. Eccentric,
風変わりな、
eccentric. He's known for his eccentric fashion sense. He's known for his eccentric fashion sense. Inexperienced,
経験の浅い、
inexperienced. She's a bit inexperienced but eager to learn. She's a bit inexperienced but eager to learn. Legal,
合法的な、
legal. The contract is completely legal and binding. The contract is completely legal and binding. Severe,
厳しい、
severe. The storm caused severe damage to the area. The storm caused severe damage to the area. Dull,
退屈な、
dull. The movie was a bit dull, to be honest. The movie was a bit dull, to be honest. Unworthy,
価値のない、
unworthy. He felt unworthy of the praise he received. He felt unworthy of the praise he received. Motivated,
やる気のある、
motivated. She's highly motivated to achieve her goals. She's highly motivated to achieve her goals. extravagant,
贅沢な、
extravagant. The party was extravagant but enjoyable. The party was extravagant but enjoyable. Unique,
ユニークな、
unique. Her painting style is truly unique. Her painting style is truly unique. Elegant,
上品な、
elegant. She looked elegant in that dress. She looked elegant in that dress. Jubilant,
歓喜に満ちた、
jubilant. The team was jubilant after their victory. The team was jubilant after their victory. Exhilarating,
ワクワクする、
exhilarating. The roller coaster ride was exhilarating. The roller coaster ride was exhilarating. Grand,
壮大な、
grand. The view from the top of the mountain was grand. The view from the top of the mountain was grand. Emotional,
感情的な、
emotional. It was such an emotional speech. It was such an emotional speech. Steady,
安定した、
steady. The boat remained steady despite the waves. The boat remained steady despite the waves. Bleha,
のんきな、
bleha. She gave a blithe response to the serious question. She gave a blithe response to the serious question. Conservative,
保守的な、
conservative. He has a conservative approach to spending money. He has a conservative approach to spending money. Punctual,
時間に正確な、
punctual. He's always punctual to meetings. He's always punctual to meetings. Anxious,
不安な、
anxious. He felt anxious about the upcoming test. He felt anxious about the upcoming test. Cruel,
残酷な、
cruel. He was being cruel to his little brother. He was being cruel to his little brother. Loud,
うるさい、
loud. The music was so loud last night. The music was so loud last night. Optimistic,
楽観的な、
optimistic. She has an optimistic outlook on life. She has an optimistic outlook on life. Indignant,
憤慨した、
indignant. She was indignant about the unfair treatment. She was indignant about the unfair treatment. Quiet,
静かな、
quiet. It's so quiet in the library. It's so quiet in the library. Reassuring,
安心させるような、
reassuring. His words were reassuring during the tough times. His words were reassuring during the tough times. Gentle,
優しい、
gentle. She has a gentle way of speaking. She has a gentle way of speaking. Demanding,
要求が多い、
demanding. The job was very demanding but rewarding. The job was very demanding but rewarding. Harsh.
厳しい。
Harsh. His criticism was harsh but truthful. His criticism was harsh but truthful. Affordable.
手頃な価格の。
Affordable. This restaurant is affordable for students. This restaurant is affordable for students. Brave.
勇敢な。
Brave. She made a brave decision to move abroad. She made a brave decision to move abroad. Warm.
暖かい。
Warm. The blanket feels so warm on a cold night. The blanket feels so warm on a cold night. Friendly.
友好的な。
Friendly. The staff here is very friendly. The staff here is very friendly. Restful.
休養に適した。
Restful. The vacation was so restful. The vacation was so restful. Uncouth.
そやな。
Uncouth. His behavior was uncouth and rude. His behavior was uncouth and rude. Disruptive.
妨害的な。
Disruptive. The noisy children were disruptive during the meeting. The noisy children were disruptive during the meeting. Intelligent.
賢い。
Intelligent. She is incredibly intelligent and quick-witted. She is incredibly intelligent and quick-witted. Assertive.
積極的な。
Assertive. He's very assertive when discussing his ideas. He's very assertive when discussing his ideas. Unconditional.
無条件の。
Unconditional. Her love for her children is unconditional. Her love for her children is unconditional. Incompetent.
無能な。
Incompetent. The manager was fired because of his incompetent decisions. The manager was fired because of his incompetent decisions. Tragic.
悲劇的な。
Tragic. It was a tragic accident that affected many people. It was a tragic accident that affected many people. Cautious.
慎重な。
Cautious. He's always cautious when making decisions. He's always cautious when making decisions. Brutal.
残忍な。
Brutal. The battle was brutal and intense. The battle was brutal and intense. Surprising.
驚くべき。
Surprising. It was surprising how quickly he finished the project. It was surprising how quickly he finished the project. Protective.
守りたい気持ちのある。
Protective. She's very protective of her younger brother. She's very protective of her younger brother. Bright.
明るい。
Bright. Her future looks so bright. Her future looks so bright. Humorous.
ユーモアのある。
Humorous. He's always so humorous at parties. He's always so humorous at parties. Annoying.
うるさい。
Annoying. That sound is so annoying. That sound is so annoying. Soft.
柔らかい。
Soft. The pillow is so soft and comfortable. The pillow is so soft and comfortable. Artistic.
芸術的な。
Artistic. She has a very artistic sense of fashion. She has a very artistic sense of fashion. Prominent.
目立つ。
Prominent. He's a prominent figure in the industry. He's a prominent figure in the industry. Defensive.
守りに入る。
Defensive. He was defensive when asked about the mistake. He was defensive when asked about the mistake. Expensive.
高価な。
Expensive. This watch is way too expensive for me. This watch is way too expensive for me. Moody.
気分屋の。
Moody. She can be very moody sometimes. She can be very moody sometimes. Subtle.
微妙な。
Subtle. There was a subtle hint of humor in his speech. There was a subtle hint of humor in his speech. Eager.
熱心な。
Eager. He was eager to help with the project. He was eager to help with the project. Famous.
有名な。
Famous. She became famous after the movie was released. She became famous after the movie was released. Loyal.
忠実な。
Loyal. He's a loyal friend who always supports me. He's a loyal friend who always supports me. Intense.
強烈な。
Intense. The workout was intense, but I feel great now. The workout was intense, but I feel great now. Faithful.
忠実な。
Faithful. She's been faithful to the company for over 10 years. She's been faithful to the company for over 10 years. Adverse.
逆境の。
Adverse. They faced many adverse conditions during their journey. They faced many adverse conditions during their journey. Inadequate.
不十分な。
Inadequate. The resources provided were inadequate for the task. The resources provided were inadequate for the task. Liberal.
自由主義の。
Liberal. He has liberal views on social issues. He has liberal views on social issues. Supportive.
支援的な。
Supportive. She's always supportive of my decisions. She's always supportive of my decisions. Ancient.
古代の。
Ancient. The ruins are from an ancient civilization. The ruins are from an ancient civilization. Accurate.
正確な。
Accurate. The report was accurate and well researched. The report was accurate and well researched. Lonely.
寂しい。
Lonely. I've been feeling a little lonely lately. I've been feeling a little lonely lately. Tough.
厳しい。
Tough. The exam was tough, but I passed. The exam was tough, but I passed. Precious.
貴重な。
Precious. This antique vase is very precious. This antique vase is very precious. Trustworthy.
信頼できる。
Trustworthy. She is a trustworthy colleague. She is a trustworthy colleague. Playful.
遊び心のある。
Playful. He has a playful personality. He has a playful personality. Constant.
絶え間ない。
Constant. The noise from the construction is constant. The noise from the construction is constant. Boring.
退屈な。
Boring. The lecture was so boring I fell asleep. The lecture was so boring I fell asleep. Negligible.
無視できる。
Negligible. The error was so small, it was negligible. The error was so small, it was negligible. Reasonable.
妥当な。
Reasonable. Her offer was reasonable and fair. Her offer was reasonable and fair. Painful.
痛い。
Painful. The injury was painful but not serious. The injury was painful but not serious. Funny.
面白い。
Funny. His jokes are always so funny. His jokes are always so funny. Alarming.
驚くべき。
Alarming. The news about the fire was alarming. The news about the fire was alarming. Fantastic.
素晴らしい。
Fantastic. The concert was absolutely fantastic. The concert was absolutely fantastic. Weak.
弱い。
Weak. He felt weak after the long hike. He felt weak after the long hike. Magical.
魔法のような。
Magical. The sunset was truly magical. The sunset was truly magical. Valid.
有効な。
Valid. Do you have a valid passport for travel? Do you have a valid passport for travel? Zany.
風変わりな。
Zany. His zany ideas always make everyone laugh. His zany ideas always make everyone laugh. Calm.
落ち着いた。
Calm. She stayed calm during the emergency. She stayed calm during the emergency. Delicious.
おいしい。
Delicious. The cake was delicious. The cake was delicious. Conspicuous.
目立つ。
Conspicuous. Her red dress was very conspicuous at the party. Her red dress was very conspicuous at the party. Lucky,
運の良い。
lucky. I feel so lucky to have such great friends. I feel so lucky to have such great friends. Terrible,
ひどい。
terrible. The weather today is absolutely terrible. The weather today is absolutely terrible. Stylish,
スタイリッシュな。
stylish. He always looks so stylish. He always looks so stylish. Efficient,
効率的な。
efficient. The new system is very efficient. The new system is very efficient. Reliable,
信頼できる。
reliable. She is a reliable team member. She is a reliable team member. Disorganized,
整理されていない。
disorganized. His desk is always disorganized. His desk is always disorganized. Uncaring,
無関心な。
uncaring. He's so uncaring about the situation. He's so uncaring about the situation. Comfortable,
快適な。
comfortable. This chair is so comfortable. This chair is so comfortable. Enthusiastic,
熱心な。
enthusiastic. She's always so enthusiastic about her work. She's always so enthusiastic about her work. Outgoing,
社交的な。
outgoing. He's an outgoing person and loves meeting new people. He's an outgoing person and loves meeting new people. Controversial,
物議を醸す。
controversial. The politician's speech was controversial. The politician's speech was controversial. Approachable,
話しやすい。
approachable. She is very approachable and friendly. She is very approachable and friendly. Unfamiliar,
馴染みのない。
unfamiliar. The place was unfamiliar to me. The place was unfamiliar to me. Abundant,
豊富な。
abundant. The region has abundant natural resources. The region has abundant natural resources. Worthless,
価値のない。
worthless. The old coins turned out to be worthless. The old coins turned out to be worthless. Romantic,
ロマンチックな。
romantic. The movie had a very romantic storyline. The movie had a very romantic storyline. Decisive,
決定的な。
decisive. He made a decisive choice about his career. He made a decisive choice about his career. Big,
大きな。
big. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. Jolly,
陽気な。
jolly. He has a jolly personality and makes everyone laugh. He has a jolly personality and makes everyone laugh. Careful,
慎重な、
careful. Be careful when you cross the street. Be careful when you cross the street. Flamboyant,
派手な、
flamboyant. He wore a flamboyant suit to the party. He wore a flamboyant suit to the party. Slow,
遅い、
slow. The service was slow, but the food was worth the wait. The service was slow, but the food was worth the wait. Indifferent,
無関心な、
indifferent. She seemed indifferent to the news. She seemed indifferent to the news. Elaborate,
精巧な、
elaborate. The design of the building was elaborate and beautiful. The design of the building was elaborate and beautiful. Exuberant,
元気な、
exuberant. The children were exuberant after winning the game. The children were exuberant after winning the game. Ignorant,
無知な、
ignorant. He was ignorant of the rules and got into trouble. He was ignorant of the rules and got into trouble. Awesome,
素晴らしい、
awesome. That was an awesome performance. That was an awesome performance. Hasty,
慌ただしい、
hasty. He made a hasty decision without thinking. He made a hasty decision without thinking. Fierce,
激しい、
fierce. The competition was fierce, but she won. The competition was fierce, but she won. Clumsy,
不器用な、
clumsy. He's so clumsy he dropped the glass. He's so clumsy he dropped the glass. False,
偽の、
false. The information he gave was false. The information he gave was false. Cool,
かっこいい、
cool. That new car is really cool. That new car is really cool. Relaxing,
リラックスできる、
relaxing. The beach is a relaxing place to visit. The beach is a relaxing place to visit. Organized,
整理された、
organized. She has an organized desk. She has an organized desk. Proud,
誇りに思う、
proud. He's proud of his achievements. He's proud of his achievements. Adjacent,
隣接した、
adjacent. Our office is adjacent to the conference room. Our office is adjacent to the conference room. Fair,
公正な、
fair. The competition was fair and open to everyone. The competition was fair and open to everyone. Harmless,
害のない、
harmless. The snake is harmless. The snake is harmless. Forgetful,
忘れっぽい、
forgetful. He's a bit forgetful when it comes to appointments. He's a bit forgetful when it comes to appointments. Worried.
心配な。
Worried. She was worried about the results. She was worried about the results. Distinct.
異なる。
Distinct. The two species are distinct from each other. The two species are distinct from each other. Tactful.
起点の効いた。
Tactful. She gave a tactful response to the criticism. She gave a tactful response to the criticism. Stagnant.
停滞した。
Stagnant. The water in the pond was stagnant and smelly. The water in the pond was stagnant and smelly. Appetizing.
食欲をそそる。
Appetizing. The meal looked appetizing. The meal looked appetizing. Aggressive.
攻撃的な。
Aggressive. He became aggressive when the game was getting competitive. He became aggressive when the game was getting competitive. Aesthetic.
美的な。
Aesthetic. The aesthetic of the house was modern and elegant. The aesthetic of the house was modern and elegant. Sly.
狡猾な。
Sly. He had a sly smile on his face. He had a sly smile on his face. Rare.
珍しい。
Rare. It's rare to find such a beautiful spot. It's rare to find such a beautiful spot. Gullible.
騙されやすい。
Gullible. She's so gullible, she believed the story without question. She's so gullible, she believed the story without question. Deceptive.
欺瞞的な。
Deceptive. The advertisement was deceptive and misleading. The advertisement was deceptive and misleading. Grateful.
感謝している。
Grateful. I'm so grateful for your help. I'm so grateful for your help. Sensitive.
敏感な。
Sensitive. She's very sensitive to other people's feelings. She's very sensitive to other people's feelings. Appreciative.
感謝している。
Appreciative. He was appreciative of the team's hard work. He was appreciative of the team's hard work. Messy.
散らかった。
Messy. His room is always messy. His room is always messy. Malicious.
悪意のある。
Malicious. The comment was malicious and hurtful. The comment was malicious and hurtful. Admirable.
称賛に値する。
Admirable. Her dedication to the cause is admirable. Her dedication to the cause is admirable. Reckless.
無謀な。
Reckless. He made a reckless decision without considering the risks. He made a reckless decision without considering the risks. Vital.
重要な。
Vital. Good communication is vital for success. Good communication is vital for success. Respectful.
敬意を表す。
Respectful. He was respectful towards his colleagues. He was respectful towards his colleagues. Delightful.
愉快な。
Delightful. The evening was delightful with great food and company. The evening was delightful with great food and company. Cold.
冷たい。
Cold. The wind was cold and sharp. The wind was cold and sharp. Irrelevant.
無関係な。
Irrelevant. His comment was completely irrelevant to the topic. His comment was completely irrelevant to the topic. Contradictory.
矛盾した。
Contradictory. His actions were contradictory to his words. His actions were contradictory to his words. Broad.
広い。
Broad. The street was broad and spacious. The street was broad and spacious. Wealthy.
裕福な。
Wealthy. She comes from a wealthy family. She comes from a wealthy family. Inspiring.
感動的な。
Inspiring. Her story was truly inspiring. Her story was truly inspiring. Active.
積極的な。
Active. She leads an active lifestyle. She leads an active lifestyle. 一緒に勉強してくれてありがとうございます。もしよければ、チャンネル登録もよろしくお願いします。リクエストがあればコメントで教えてくださいね。